Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, managing editor of Canada's podcast, Taking Care of Business Today with Andre Belibi Eloumou, who is an extreme athlete and motivational coach. Thanks for joining us today, Andre.
Thank you very much for joining to invite me, Mariam. Thank you so much.
All right, so we're talking today about a unique experience out there and a challenge that you are undertaking on May 24th in Calgary during the Calgary Marathon. You are going to be attempting a world record for being immersed in ice. Yes, ice. Current world record is 4 hours and 2 minutes. Tell us just a little bit about that event, the purpose of the event, and why you're doing it.
Yeah, so like first of all, when I'm doing this event, so first of all, thank you very much for to all the team, to you also, to Calgary Marathon, Calgary Service Marathon, Service Calgary Marathon, all the sponsors, all the partners. Thank you so much for them for their support to believe this project. So why I'm doing this? I'm doing this. I'm aiming to break this ice bath world record. I mean, fully covered with ice to raise awareness about everyone with autism spectrum, including my daughter, also being affiliated with Autism Canada here, also to raise some funds to help train Autism Canada Association, who helps definitely take care of people with autism spectrum because the spectrum is like they have different spectrums. So help to train staff and family members to take care of people in this, and also to show well, also another reason why I'm doing this is to show that for a good cause, because obviously my daughter has a
Yeah.
autism spectrum, that everything is possible in life. Of course, with practice and definitely, good and being a cautious too, because of course it can be definitely a life risk, But I'm being careful. But yes, that's what I'm doing
So
that.
how
So yeah,
how does one practice for an event like this?
I'll practice. That's where it gets to taking care of business. That's where it comes along. Well, the practice I've been practicing for 3 years right now. Well, when I've been starting doing ice bath 3 years and a half ago, but I've been my mind that I was gonna do an ice bath for record. It was born 2 years and a half ago. So the practice for it, it's a lot of ice baths, definitely water and ice, like in an ice pool, a little pool, for one person. Lots of running outside barefoot in the top of ski of mountains, doing cryotherapy for long times, even walking in fire because I do walk on fire too. Is just to trick and hack the mind, and yes, and breathing as well. Definitely a lot of breathing exercises, and definitely as well lots of meditation too. I will say those are the three, like those are the main point for this.
So what's the longest you've been so far in an ice bath?
Well, last Saturday has a test run, like that's what we did. I mean, I was in close to 1 ton of ice for 2 hours. Also, what I did prior to this, the longest I've been in ice bath. When I mean ice bath, like ice cubes or ice chunk in water, water between -2 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees, to plus 2 degrees. I was there for 1 hour and 31 minutes.
Okay. So obviously, what happens? Sorry. So what happens to your body when you're immersed like that?
What what happened to the body? Definitely. First, I mean, you go through some stages. So when you go for so long, I assume that's what you mean. Is that the first little while your body adjusting to it. So it's kind of like looking around what's going on. You just observe the perimeters. Then after a while, like for example, like when I did long ice bath or even what I did on Saturday, I would say the first 25, 30 minutes was been a bit challenging, a bit of fear and things, but after a while, like your body's like, it's okay. And just definitely the mind know what's going on, and you just go to like a deep meditating states. You start to do lots of breathing, deep breathing, and then you go into some kind of like, yeah. So it's like an airplane. An airplane when it takes off on a runway, it takes off. You have a bit of turbulence, things, and once he is on the cruising altitude, except there's no turbulences. You just cruise, and he goes where it needs to be.
Oh, interesting. So, when you're in the ice bath, what happens, like physically to you?
Physically, yeah,
That
yeah,
physically, like, I know it's all a lot of mental game.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Physically,
yeah.
like, what do you
Yeah,
how
yeah.
do you
Sorry,
cope
because
with that?
yeah, because I'm so far into the mindset, so I don't even pay attention to the body. But for sure, what's happening is that definitely your body. Then let's say the one I did 2 hours in ice cubes, only ice cube Saturday. What
Yeah,
happened is that after 25 minutes or 30 minutes, I start to shiver a little bit. I start to shiver a little bit. I
yeah,
can feel a bit all my skin, a bit of like tingle,
yeah, yeah,
like, and I definitely feel as well my temperature is really dropping. And yes, yeah, and also at time you have a bit of pain in the fingers and things. But what's interesting, even on my toes, but what's interesting that you go through stages. Like it doesn't last forever. The discomfort doesn't last
yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about ice baths.
Mhm.
It just seems to be a trend out there
Of
today
course,
and there are spas that offer it too. What are the health benefits that people are looking for when they want to do cold water or ice baths and that sort
for
of thing?
sure, for sure. Definitely, I'm going to talk to you a bit about my about myself, so like
Yeah,
I'm sure that people can identify themselves. The reason why I started to do ice bath, I went through depression, so mentally it was challenging. And definitely, when you do ice bath, you won't make miracles, but definitely a lot of improvements. It's a natural medicine, so it's a natural antidepressant. It's a natural sleeping pills. It boosts your immune system. You create dopamine, endorphin, which is hormones of feeling good, feeling in pleasure and everything. Definitely boosts you. It boosts your immune systems against viruses. Since I started it,
yeah,
I'm falling sick really like less than before. And as well, it helps you to boost your testosterone. For ladies, it also help you, with the hair. I mean, for the men too. And then also, it's going to help you to increase your blood circulations. Your heart rate goes down. A lot of things for sure, and also, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, the what you do with the ice baths, and what do you think the lessons are you learned that can be translated, into say into the world of business or other sports? Like what is the
Very,
lesson?
very interesting. The translation to this, what I say as well, I use this as a tool. You know what I mean? Before I even get I think I know what you're saying, but before getting to what you're saying, definitely it's like a tool because if I can put myself in an ice bath, obviously people are gonna invite me to it. But the first time, imagine like you tell yourself, I put myself in freezing water in the winter or whatever, then you can convert that to anything in life. Like what's gonna be to go for a job interview, what's gonna be to deal with pressure, what's gonna be to do things like that. And
Yeah,
I will say that's what I see, but to kind of relate it more to I don't know if you relate, but it is what it is to the business world is that I also like a lot of like Anthony Robbins books and all those like those
yeah,
people like they're being a lot of my mentors, and definitely what's happening with this when you're in the ice bath, like as businesses, you can be blooming and can be excited, but after a while, like you were started or something, bang, you're gonna meet a wall. Bang, it's hard,
yeah,
fall, right? But what you learn from this is that pain or discomfort, as long as you keep on going, it cannot last forever. That's what I definitely learned. When I'm in the ice bath also for long times, or even if people do it for, let's say, someone will do it for 3 minutes or whatever. Like you go in 3 minutes for the first time you go into ice bath, it's going to be really uncomfortable. It'll be obvious. But after a while, you breathe and you're going to go through that stage.
yeah. I guess it's important that when you talk, you said you hit the wall, you hit that pain thing. it's going through it, right? That like a lot of people hit that, and then that's it. It's like running a marathon, right? And you
Yeah,
the wall, hit the wall. What do you do?
yeah.
You hit the wall, right? And a
Well,
lot of
yeah,
people can just quit, right? So it's a mental part of it that pushes you through.
yeah. Well, it is. It's mental power pushes you through. If there's the wall, also what you do is if there's like a concrete wall or reinforced with steel, obviously you're gonna try to find if you find a crack in the wall.
Yeah,
You're not gonna try to break the wall because you
yeah,
won't be able to break it. Like the
yeah,
coal, for example, you never are going to be able to win. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go above it. You're gonna climb above it, or you're gonna go around the wall, or you're gonna go underneath the wall to see if there's a tunnel.
yeah,
It's kind of metaphoric right now, but or you're gonna find it through, or you're gonna try to find a crack and go through the wall. Huh?
yeah. So, Andre, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from France. Also, I'm from France and in Canada, and I'm based in Switzerland right now. Yeah. A lot
So
of and
tell
in
me,
Cameroon, sorry, Cameroon.
you're in Cameroon. So tell me, how does it come about that someone like yourself, like, why are you here in Calgary doing this world record?
Well, you know what? There's a big story behind it, and why I'm doing this because I used to live here before, but even before that, I'm 37 now. When I was like 10, I used to watch a movie called Cool Running. When he has
Ah,
a story of four, yeah, this is like a big big movie. So four Jamaican coming to Calgary in '88. You like never see people in the Olympic Winter Games. You're like, what? You know, even people over there, they didn't believe themselves when they asked for investors and
yeah,
sponsors in Jamaica. You laugh at them, like, are you serious? You know what I mean? And when they went in Calgary, they were like, I'm sorry, but you never see like black guys doing winter sport. It's really weird. I mean, now more, but back in the days, it was really less.
yeah,
So for me, it was really an example. So I'm like, then I came here, so I was really happy about it. And I was like, then I live here also, you know, like I said. Then after years went by, and I did few other things, running across. I ran across a marathon across the USA. I ran
oh,
from France to Africa. We can talk to it later, or not, no problem. But what I'm saying after this, then definitely, I was like, why not? I got to that world record. I mean, to training a world record. I'm like, why not do it in Calgary? You know, like the Jamaican did. So it's a big subject because let's be obvious too. You know, you don't see lots of because I'm half African, half Caucasian, so half black and white. So you don't see a lot of people like me doing a world record in ice. So also to set an example and a mission to everyone else out there that don't worry about your where you come from, what it is, and just focus on your mission and achieve. You know, everything's possible.
all right, wonderful. Well, thank you, Andre, for joining us
Thank you
today,
very much.
and good luck on May 24th.
For sure. Are you going to be there,
I
Mario?
will. I will hopefully be there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the same
Hopefully,
playground,
it's a
yeah.
really nice day. Will it matter to you what it outside of being inside the bath? What kind of a day it is? If it's warm, if it's like, will that
That's a
matter?
really that's a really good question. Well, actually, it depends because, like, I mean, lots of the ice, you're surrounded by the ice, so it is what it is. But I will say for your head. So if it's minus 35 doing a world record like that, and minus 35, I believe it will be harder for sure than yeah. So I'm happy it's on the 24th of May.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you, Andre. That was Andre Belibi Eloumou, who is an extreme athlete and motivational coach. I'm Mario Tonaguzzi, managing editor of Canada's podcast, Taking Care of Business Today. Thanks for joining us.